let's make some dinner tonight. So I'm making this pretty easy weeknight Italian dish that I got inspired from my mother-in-law. So just starting out with this red bell pepper that I'm going to cut into strips, even the little bits at the bottom here. And I don't know about you, but I love the sound of the knife just cutting with the video sped up. Yeah, so I do keep 2 bowls on hand. One is to keep the cut veggies or whatever I'm making, and then the other is for scraps. Tonight this recipe only called for 1 onion, so I'm just, thinly slicing that onion, and then the other half I did not need, so I'm just going to do a rough chop. Again, putting the scraps in the bowl, doing a rough chop, and then I'm actually going to put it into a baggie and freeze it for another meal, maybe later this week, and then it's all cut and ready to go. And I do keep the scraps in a freezer bag I keep in the freezer, obviously, and that's to make stock. Moving on to the meat, so I'm just oiling the pan, and I'm putting the links in my cast iron pan, and then I have some ground sausage there that I'm browning for a different recipe tonight. Alongside there, I also have a pot of boiling water, and that's just for the pasta tonight. So I'm just going through browning, the meat, and then just making sure the sausage is pretty much cooked through. Adding a little bit more avocado oil to the pan, and adding my peppers and onions. I do process garlic from Costco, and I put them into freezer cubes, and then I just leave them in the freezer for easy meals like this. Cutting up the sausage and adding it back to the onions, salting my pasta water. Tonight we're having pasta, or protein pasta. It's just what we have on hand. Mixing that all around. You can use whatever pasta you want, but again, just what we had. And I'm using jarred marinara sauce tonight from Costco. And then once the pasta is a little more cooked through, I add just, quarter cup, half a cup of the pasta cooking liquid to the sauce, just to give it a little bit more life to it. Turning the pasta, adding some of the sauce to it with the pasta, just so it doesn't all stick together. And this was the final product. I added some ricotta cheese on top and some parsley, and I am very, very happy with the way this turned out, and it only took about a half an hour to make.